It's funny though, because the default lights for this new computer, because I got all RGB fans, are red, which is Bloodwayne's favorite color, but I look at my feet and it's literally like everything is glowing red. I'm thinking of doing something a little cute for it though, in terms of making different color profiles based off of what I'm doing. So if I'm working, I'll have one color profile. If I'm playing with Bloodwayne, another profile. Playing for myself, another color profile. Playing with a few specific people that I like, different color profiles per person. That also shows Bloodwayne who I'm gaming with, at a glance. It's the Devil's Monster PC. I mean, if you look at the PC part list, yeah, it kind of is. It's... it feels like when I got the previous computer's parts back, like, what, 5 years ago, back in 2017? I mean, those were the best parts I could get at the time, and this... Oh, this baby is anywhere between 2 and 4 times more powerful than that one. Good God. It's delicious. So, I will also say this. No offense to all of you guys, but I'm a little disappointed in the lack of points I am seeing in these polls, guys. I had a prediction poll back on Sunday that had over 1 million freaking points in it. And it was all over whether or not I was going to die in a freaking Ma Bell scenario in with all the vets for SOG Prairie Fire. And it sucks because I did die because we got scuffed. Oh, we got spanked hard in that one too. It was, oh, it was brutal. I died 3 times. And the poll was if I would die more than twice. So like halfway through I had to pay it out too. It was disappointing. But yeah, there were over 1 million freaking points in that poll, guys. So I know you're out there. I know some of you have those damn points. So please, for the love of God, put them down. Because give me a month, guys, and I'm going to give you a few new options to spend them on. Completely off topic, played Akinator with you in mind. Akinator lost, went through 70 plus questions. Wow. Here's the thing though, Akinator's the genie guesser, right? Because I remember, I don't think it was Bloodwayne, it was someone else that put me through that, and they actually were able to find me in 23 questions. It's interesting. Then again, I'm not really on the algorithm anymore, nor do I care, but... Alright, let's begin the operation, guys. So, Blue 4 is going to be playing as U.S. Marine Corps here. We have a lot of MRAFs in play here. All of these appear to be 50 count. Op4 is already stating that they're ready. Oh my God. So this is just Fallujah style kit. So I've got MP5s, M16s, M24, bolt action marksman rifles. I've got 249s. I got breacher shotguns. And just so many different MRAPs here. I'm trying to see if there's anything in addition. There's... Ooh! Ooh! Oh, there's 2 tanks! There's 2 Abrams! Oh, no! Oh, my God! And then Op4 are just in all of these other cells here. So we got one with an SPG-9 car and a bunch of dudes. We've got, is that a Saiga shotgun? That's amazing. We got RPKs, we got PP-2000s for the submachine guns, we got SVDs. Oh, this is looking delightful here. We got a Vodnik with 2 PKMs. That's an okay vehicle, in all honesty. Got some AK-74s with some scopes on them. The Saiga, though. Mwah, I love seeing that. Got another Vodnik in play back here. So I think these are all just weapon squads because they have the RPG. They got all this various weaponry here. Got the marksman up. You got a little bit of server performance issues as well with the network because there's over 130 people, which makes sense. But, oh, man, I'm looking at all the weapon divides here. Got a command car back here. We'll go over the players in a moment. 2 more PKM Vodniks here. That's another one. And then the train wreck right here, which they have a T. Is that a 72 or an 80? That is one of the more up-armored ones, though. The more modern ones, excuse me. It's got the thermal cameras on it, too. Huh. Guys, help me out. Is this a T-72 or that's a T-90? No, you're right. Yeah, because it's got the bulkheads out here, and it's got all the... Yeah. No, you're right. That is a T-freaking-90. Damn, these insurgents are rocking it. Wow. All right, guys, let's go through our breakdown here. Round begins in 5 minutes. We have the following people on tonight. Flip for Flap is going to be commanding with the Humvee in the back. He's got NASA, Roy DeCamper, Doritos, and Mr. Dave in one team, taking one of the tanks. Abe, Andre, and Gev taking tank number 2. Miner leading a squad with Marty, Stifo, Tekko, Zero, Sumrik, that's it, and Brecher. Rigel leading another squad with Wombat, Elberg, Nubas, who is one of my personal fan favorites. Sagani, Ash, and Fury Gamer. We got Pogo _ really good player there, leading Cheeseburger, Callie, Roland, Ezio, Dennis, Kilo, and Barrows. That's a very nice squad composition right there, my friends. Sir Magicosaurus leading Ivan, Thomas, Mikal, Lewis. You bastard. So, the reason why I read them all off is because people have told me they appreciate the shout out in the past, but some of them will put some really interesting things in their name for me to read. You've seen Mountain do that with the mission files for Friday Night Fight Tops, for example, where you had me read the whole missile knows where it is at all times copy pasta because he thought it was funny. And Marst. Otherwise, David AF with Alfie, or Alpha Meal, Angostad, Zeron, Sanchez, and Dordance. We got Funi Skywalker leading Jose, Now, Arduiri, and Terror. Mr. White leading Rizbo, Rick Hunter, Fush, Zarta, Mancho, Headhunter of OFCRA, Headhunter, I meant to say Head Honcho, he's the guy in charge of everything, and Shadow and Boko. Thankfully, there's a no Pico behind there, or there's no Pico. Never mind, I already screwed it up. Ivno leading Salazar, Angel, Kerrigan White, and Kyle. If you recognize that reference, I pray for you. Anyway, Bengi leading Aiden, Hawkeye, Nordic, Mike, Wepos, or it's White Phosphorus, and Rise Williams. Over at OPFOR, we have Settler and Ilbenek commanding for these guys. Black being part of the tank crew with Templar and Mr. Nova. Adamek leading Giovanni, Micus, It's Epic, Maddie, Yayabunga, and for Shadow, Melody leading Cornix, Marshall, Ambrose, Cardi, Enigomars, The Keeper, and Finay. We got Popsy leading Megumin, Duadix, Archer, Rizu, Yuru, Deska Keeper, and Leziak. Black Eye leading Terry, Mix? It's like the CZ from a Czech language. Mox? I don't know. I'm bad at this shit, guys. Kara, David, Daweed, and Coney. Puncha, Puchak. I need to remember what the CZ sounds like. I gotta look that up again. Because OFCRA has a lot of different communities from a lot of different countries in it. You got Czech players, French players, Polish players, British players. God, the British players scare me the most. And a few Americans, too. But definitely from, and especially French, because OFCRA is a French-based community. But, again, there's a lot. Punchix leading Dashkin, Liz, I'm just gonna say Liz. Patriotic, of course. Yeah, the American term I blank out on. Seshapan, I'm just going to say that. Calc and Telos got FAWR taking 2 squads, which has Nannard leading Zep Mike, Mitsu, Juan, Donald Jr., Yaya, Jiwi, and Lewis. And then Ethan Price leading Micah, Vincent, Artyom, Baku, Fred Kruger, and Rixo. Then you got some members from CTU being led by Layden with Frank, Jose, and Ferrari. And then TK Llama leading Aja, Sixor, Massacre, and Ziki. Ziki, I would say, is still the best player in OFCRA, though not by much, because there's a lot of really good players in this community. Or I guess this hub community. Because, again, there's multiple communities that play, similar to FNF. So as you saw, with some of the names, I was able to go really quick because I've recognized them. I've seen them play in OFCRA before, and then some of them, I'm like, I have no idea who the heck you are. But, I mean, OFCRA has been rapidly growing, so there's no surprise that we're seeing all that. Bror, it's a lot. They usually try to keep all the communities together, and you will when you, well, when I have my TFAR plugin on. For this one, I don't because I'm still optimizing a few things, but you will hear French. You will hear Czech. You will hear Polish. You'll hear British English, which I still will never understand. People will use their native languages, and it is really funny because I know people try to steal other people's radio sometimes and listen in, and they still can't make heads or tails of whatever the hell they're saying.
Zetahawk, I do too, man, because this is a massive player count for Fallujah. Some people have said they've seen greater, and I don't doubt them, but whew, we're going to see Blue 4 all mount up here and get ready to go. Op 4 is probably going to immediately pull away from the gas station and pull back. You might see the SPG-9 Vic that's up here try to ambush some of the vehicles coming in, but based off of the size of this AO, it's going to be a lot. Spanish exclamation point and stealing radios is banned? Huh. I could have sworn I've seen some people do that in OFCRA, but that might be a thing too. That's actually banned. So now we're just seeing all these forces move out here. Huh. Well, I'm not sure that's supposed to happen. I think I just had him get out and get back in because he was glitching out like that. Alright, so we're already starting to see the convoys come out. Op 4 is going to completely concede on the first gas station position, so that's going to let Blue 4 come in. We've got a vehicle coming around one of the PKM botniks on the flank. Otherwise, we'll start seeing Op 4 form around. We'll see where Blue 4 decides to move, and we see a lot of forces going around various positions here as well, so that is quite interesting for the start. And we got one of the tanks heading up Main Street, and another tank is just chilling back in base. I guess it's going to be acting as a reserve unit or a potential QRF for anyone that needs it. So again, objective is really simple. Blue 4 has to take all of the sectors here in order. So you got to take the gas station, then the hotel, the square, the suburbs, and then the train accident area. And Op 4 just has to stop them in those 90 minutes. In the rare event where one team gets entirely wiped, then that team loses, and the other team wins by proxy. Now, if you ever want to join in to play OFCRA, they play every Thursday. They also have some fun stuff that they do small scale on Tuesdays, which I have once in a blue moon covered. It's really fun to see that squad level PvP. But OFCRA, they have the main event, and then they have a bonus event, which again, we will be covering that bonus event today, just because I not only was asked to, but I was told it would be a really fun one today as well, and we'll be trying to cover those bonus events a little more often. But that'll also give you guys another thing to put your prediction points on. But regardless, if you ever want to play in these events, guys, do the exclamation point OFCRA command. That is, again, exclamation point OFCRA. That'll get you a link to their Discord, and from there, you can figure out how to play. Move 1 kilometer front, yeah. Oh my god. The good old command memes. So Op 4 are setting themselves up on this hill. They already got their RPG out. You're hearing some gunshots from various areas here. I think that's the tank just... What the hell did you fire? You know, this is a good sign for the server. This is a gas pump exploding. If the server wasn't good, we'd be seeing some network desync. Oh. Looks like Mr. White is crashing out from either the vehicle flipping or that explosion. But, whew, that is a nasty start. But yeah, I mean, if you need to take the damn gas station, just blow up the gas station and that'll kill everyone in there, right? That's probably why Op 4 pulled off of that position. Ooh, meanwhile, RPG's going in too. On this vehicle, you see some people immediately getting taken out. MRAP is disabled. And there it goes, cooking off after those 2 RPGs, and that is everyone dead, other than Lois, but he might just be unconscious. Nope, he's now running for it. That was a great ambush by Op 4 there. He's going to try to hide behind this tree. You're seeing some Op 4 shooting to basically double tap some of the USMC forces that pulled around. You got this other Vic back here doing Overwatch, another MRAP pushing ahead. That was a great takedown by Op 4 though, hitting it with 2 RPGs to force a cook-off. And everyone around it is practically dead here. As you said, yeah, get dumped. I know. Whew. We'll see if anyone comes up to double tap. No, it was a great insurgent-style tactic to utilize. You got more Blue 4 guys pushing up here, but Op4 with that early lead is a good call here. Now, Zicky is probably going to be looting combat here. We'll see if he finds Lois there, but yeah, he's going to probably try to take that SMA. I'm hearing some more shots. I'm not sure where that is from. Ooh, I think Zicky's gonna see him. Yep. Yeah, he just called it up to say there's another guy here, so he's trying to run back. He quickly smokes. Oh, is trying to go to his rifle here. I think just hit the gun, the launcher on Zicky's back, which nullified the damage. Fun fact, the hitbox of the launcher will prevent you from getting shot by bullets. It's a really weird feature of this game, but that's how it works. So Lois has to probably try to pull back there, but this Op4 group might get cut off by the Blue 4 garrison that have set up in this building. And the server, you know, for this many players, it's handling it quite well. We might see Op4 remounting this Vic and try to pull out of here. But now you got this garrison of Op4 now engaging that building. That is suppressive fire from the PKM Vic. You got some more grenade symbols being thrown up over there. And Blue 4 have halted on this position, worried about Op4 aggression here. And that's going to really play into Op4's favor here because they need to stall the clock as long as they can. Because as long as they can do that, they can prevent Blue 4 from taking the objectives. Is this Chucklehead? He's trying to get shotgun shells up to this position, but you're seeing them drop off. I also love how the Breacher kit is literally named Breacher. Breacher 12 has the Breacher kit. Roll credits. So you got some of Op4 still in that vehicle, otherwise they're moving around right here. Got a decent placed military base right here. Otherwise, more suppressive fire coming from that position. We're waiting to see Blue 4 actually come in and take the gas station, which I think as soon as one person enters it, they'll be fine. So we're watching that come in. They're stopping on the corner. Come on. Come on. Just poke your head in there. RPG was just fired. It was short, though. Yeah, no, they're going to probably be very cautious here, thinking it's enemy controlled. And I'm not sure if we'll get a notification if it's captured. Breacher 12 has the Breacher kit with the 12-gauge shotgun. Yeah, I mean, it perfectly works, doesn't it? Link said 6 people in the zone for 2 minutes. Gotcha. So that's the notification for it coming up. That's why I put the link, because sometimes I miss things. I thought it was an instant touch, but nope, they clarified that. So as that's being captured for those 2 minutes, the rest of the force needs to start moving out to then take everything there, because that means there's a good chunk of time that has to be deployed to, I guess, how would I word it? A good chunk of time needs to be spent taking those zones then out of the hour 30, so... Maybe they'll call overtime, though, if the second or the last zone is risk and capture. Another RPG going in. That was the captured SMA sound, actually. So that was Zicky firing. You got some people that have died in this building, potentially to these other RPGs, because from this angle, they probably shouldn't have gotten hit based off of that ragdoll. So I think it was just either GLs or AT being fired in. So that's Zicky for you. He already got a kill with that SMA. He's looking for another one. Unfortunately, he overranged that shot. I think he was trying to get it on the back of that thing there. Whoa, Zero just took a headshot and it somehow ricocheted. He should be dead. Or Arma did the funny thing and considered it a shoulder hit instead. That's the PP2000 firing. I'm wondering if Blue 4 is going to start pushing its units to the south up to try to circle this force, because if they don't, this Op 4 force stands to be, or I guess to push this Blue 4 force as it's getting suppressed across the way, and this Op 4 force could actually eliminate this Blue 4 force, and I'm not sure if they're allowed to take the MRAPs, but either way, then they can get out of here after looting more stuff. And as you see, Ziki firing here and getting these free kills with looted stuff. Oh, he just got taken out, but that was another thing of AT fired, and he just got multiple kills here. It's only Marty alive now. So Op 4, they are trading, but they're winning these trades so far. So I'm watching Marty right here, and let's see what he does. I'm surprised the action's been a little tame in the beginning. We're going to start seeing more Blue 4 guys coming up the side. Oh, and they folded this battle tower in. Oh, there's the SVD getting the last pick off, and that was Sixor getting that kill. So, Op 4 have their lines pretty well secured. That is 2 groups of Blue 4 that have been wiped. As you can see, it's only Lois still alive from that one group. We also, I thought I saw another skull. That's not the case, so most of them already left the server, which makes sense. This group has left. And Op 4 have only taken, I want to say, 1 or 2 casualties. So you had Aja go down there. There might have been another guy with him in that group, but so far, 2 groups wiped on Blue 4 for 1 guy kept on Op 4. It's a steal. Now, Blue 4, they got 3 extra groups on their roster. I'm looking at Op 4 right now. They only have 2 extra groups. So actually, Op 4 might have the number advantage now. If not, the number advantage that the attacker started with is nullified. So you're seeing some double taps right now from the marksman, making sure everyone's dead. But Op 4's in a really good early position to get ahead here. TK Llama with 3 of those kills, too. He has a GL, doesn't he? Yeah. No, he doesn't. Okay, I thought I saw that on him. So he was just doing that with simple marksmanship off of his rifle. Very nice. But this is paralyzed Blue 4's left flank here because these guys are still holding. They didn't want to commit the push. And right off the bat, I think Blue 4 is in a lot of trouble. They do have 2 of the Abrams to work with, but if Op 4 continues to perform at this level, I don't see how far Blue 4 is going to get here. Blue 4 is way too scared indeed. I mean, if they were a little more quick with rallying their forces, I think they'd be okay. But you also have to remember... Did you... Okay. Bit of a weird call there, but... Okay. I guess they can't loot the MRAPs then, because otherwise there's no reason for them to actually blow it up like that, but, you know, to each their own. But if Blue 4 continues to play this too cautiously, they're going to send groups up one at a time. They're just going to get skewered by whatever Op 4 has set up to ambush them proper. So we'll just have to see how all that plays out, you know? So we got Blue 4 now moving up this force right here. This is where that next line of combat's going to go. We got to make sure Op 4 doesn't red on red their forces here, but they might start hearing these MRAPs coming up on the left. I think that's exactly what Baku's calling out right now. He might have seen them coming. Yep, he's got an opening to see them coming up, and this is where Blue 4's main force is going to start coming in. Right here, you might see an opening. He's got a UGL. Will he use it? That went way over. Get him to dismount and then fire again right on top of that Vic. You're going to have massive multi-kill if you can place it right. A little closer, but not close enough. That Vic's now going to move. Now that was well placed, but by now the entire garrison has gotten in a building. And that MRAP, mine-resistant, ambush-protected, it's just going to shrug that thing off. Now back here we have a transport car being moved around. Got an RPG fired from range over here. Now OFCRA has a script where if you have a cereal box building like this, which means you can't enter it, you can go to a door at the base and then use it to access the rooftop of the building, which is going to really change how this game is played, because it's going to allow the insurgents to get in a lot more higher areas that they normally wouldn't be able to get on. So it's going to make this really, really interesting. So they've already gotten off of that rooftop, as you just saw. They're now back down there. This is OFCRA. If you are curious about it, you can do !OFCRA and learn more about them. They play every Thursday and Tuesday. Insurgents look pretty regular to me. They're meant to mimic insurgent-style forces, but their kits are more paramilitary for balance. Nemesis, I said OFCRA. You get your command use tomorrow, you freaking goober. Actually, you don't even work for FNF anymore. What are you doing? Also, Ghost Wolf, I saw what you said about the server being ready in early September. Let me know. Keep me in the loop. I'd be happy to come and try it. So that was another RPG. I actually don't know where it went and landed. Now you got a lot of blue for coming around on the left side right here. Hold on. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh! Beautiful hits right in the back. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, the fucking brutality. Beautiful ambush. And only one casualty, but he might be able to be brought back up. That was textbook. Yeah, only one guy unconscious here. But that right there just goes to show you that you need to keep your forces together in a mission like this. OFCRA is really used to sending forces off in various directions. But this is the exact type of scenario where you do not, I say again, you do not want to do that. Because then you're just going to get picked off left, right, and center. And it is not going to work out well for you. Yeah, it's mine resistant and ambush protected, but only to some extent, guys. It's not mine proof or RPG proof. You've been noticing on the cook-offs, except for that one, which I'm not sure if Ziki used the SMAW on it, but regular RPGs, they've been having to hit them twice to actually cook them off. One just disables it, the second one kills it. Alright, so you still got this Blue 4 garrison pushing up here. All of this Op 4 garrison is still alive. I think they're kind of moving around, debating what to do, trying to get some pickoffs where they can. This is already over? I wouldn't say that, because Op 4 could still have a lot of their forces caught out of position. What are you doing? Wait a minute. Were they shooting up at Rigel's position, or was Rigel shooting back at them? Because that looked like it was a massive, a bit of blue on blue there. Alright, but now you got Op 4 forces coming around right here. This is that far garrison. And you still have those 4 Op 4 guys around here as well. Who is this pushing around? Is that... Oh, no, it's Massacre. So I don't know what these 4 Op 4 guys are doing. They're just kind of chilling around that one area. But now you got Blue 4 kind of getting sandwiched between 2 groups, but at least they're pushing them back accordingly. So now Op 4 might try to mount up and pull away here. Oh, Ivno, were you part of the Blue 4 group that just absolutely shredded? Yes, you were. Oh, buddy, we caught that. We caught all of that. It was a beautiful ambush by Op 4. Yeah, you got very unlucky because that just happened to be where they were dismounted. Any other street was safe. Oh, man. So you got another MRAP coming up. One of these guys just got blown away. So you got Thierry dead, you got Dawid dead. Woo! I was wondering when you'd shoot him. So a disconnected player that doesn't have a symbol over that means it was someone that got disconnected, and when they reconnect, they can take the slot of the AI that replaces them. However, if the AI dies, then they can't get the slot back because they're dead. Now you got this OFCRA group getting ambushed by that blue form group that moved up on the hill. Zicky, I'd imagine, has more small ammo to use. What was that? Oh, floating American body. Whew. And then TK Llama, is he still at 3 kills? Yep. So we'll probably see some harassment there, but that's going to slow down these blue 4 forces that will come in to reinforce. So if OPFOR can just, you know, squeeze the gap here, they should be fine. But now you're seeing this OPFOR group. They moved up a little bit. They changed positions only slightly. And now they're trying to pick off who they can from far, but this OPFOR group's starting to get torn apart. And you got another blue 4 group starting to dismount around here to push into the hotel area itself. Only taking fire from this 249 saw. His buddy's dead up here, but he's, oh, he's doing medical on him. Ah, Coney, he's dead, buddy. Oh, and I think he just got shot by the M24 marksman. Yep, right above him. Grenade bouncing off the shelf there. Yeah, so this OPFOR group is in a lot of trouble, and the other OPFOR group isn't coming to pincer them off, which just goes to show you the miscommunication going on. This OPFOR group's got to get pinched as well. Zicky already went down. Unsure if he'll wake back up. But Six Sword, TK Llama, 2 really good players in their own right. I don't think they're going to be able to hold the storm here, especially against players like Kilo, Pogo, _Cheeseburger, Roland. This squad, I already pointed out, is one of the better ones. Oh yeah, the ragdolls are always super dramatic. It's really funny. That's how you know if someone was freshly killed off, is if they're still ragdolling. The ragdolling lasts for about 10 to 15 seconds and then it stops. So if you see a body that freshly is spazzing out, then you know. So he's got a magnified scope right there, and he's trying to use that to pick off some headshots here. But he is getting heavily suppressed by this 50 cal and that machine gun fire. And you're a tank coming up. Oh, there's an Abrams coming up. And that Abrams has a perfect sight line on this building. Please, Mr. Abrams. Oh, I don't think he's going to actually blow the building up. I'd love to see him do it, though. What did he just shoot? Oh, T90. The T90 just sniped the MRAP that Blue 4 had over here. Oh, that's beautiful. But the T90, it's up here, boy. I thought the Abrams fired. I'm like, what are you shooting at over? Oh, the other tank did it. Gotta wonder if Massacre is, he's calling out where the infantry are. He might actually be relaying to that T90, but he is being engaged right now. You just saw him get hit. Desperately now trying to crawl behind this tree. It's not enough. Gets hit a 3rd time. Now, it was perfectly well timed. So he's got no choice but to try to pop some concealment to get out of there. And the Abrams, I have no idea what it's doing. Maybe it's trying to find a good position to get up on this, to overwatch that building. But meanwhile, looking around, we still got those 2 OPFOR guys right there, a Blue 4 group here. You've got more explosives going off as it looks like another MRAP was cooked off. 50 cal firing, was that you? Yes, it was. He's dropped his warheads so he can properly aim. He's on 1 vehicle kill. Now he might try to come out and do some more damage here. Oh, he has an OG rocket loaded. This is an anti-infantry warhead. It is designed to make a massive fragmentation explosion. And it will do a massive amount of damage to anyone who is close to it. Doesn't really do anything to Vix, though. a little worried about Blue 4's numbers, admittedly. You're gonna have some Blue 4 start to breach in. Looks like the guy to the north, Massacre, there was taken out. Now you're having some pick-off shots from some marksmen up here. That is Frank here. Shot the glass out of that area. You heard the click in his gun indicating he was out of ammo. Oh, he's got the RPG ready. He's waiting for that MRAP to come out and around so he can boop it. .50 cal's now firing on his corner. Yeah, Layden would have an angle. It's a small one, but he's got to really expose himself to make it. And as you can see, he's being very cautious here because he is a sit-and-duck skylining on this rooftop. And you can hear that .50 cal fire. Meanwhile, looking over, looks like only one OPFOR guy remains over here, which I believe would be TK Llama. Yep, so the other guy got taken out. TK still only on 3 kills. But they took out the other OPFOR guy here. So now it's just up to TK to push. Still got that Blue 4 group right there as well. These 2 OPFOR guys acting as a picket force. And you've got this Blue 4, I'm going to call it a scouting force at this point because it's the group farthest ahead. And it's north of the objective and it's dealing with some skirmishers on this OPFOR line here. They're definitely seeing some contact though. Layden, he's got sight on that MRAP. That's a hit. Now, will it cook off? Chad checks, yeah, right? Yeah, he only hit with a regular. Oh! What a tease. Now he's going through more of his warheads here. He has an IED. Wow. Where the hell was he storing that? Now he's dropping that. He's got the HE warhead ready to go. Let's see if he uses it. God damn it, Forge, I just saw your thing about pizza. All my friends are getting pizza, and Bloodwing's gonna make this Ratatouille Greek thing. Oh, if I had 20 bucks for pizza, though. Tempting. I know, but I can't help it. I want to see this RPG shot, because Layden here is doing everything properly. Here's the thing, though. If he's patient and he waits for a group of them to come out, he'll be a lot more effective with that RPG. Oh, dear. One of these guys, I'm not sure if he fell. I think he might have fallen, in all honesty, because this is... based off of the blood splatter, I don't think he got shot up there. And I hydrated, don't you worry. So I think Layden just needs to be very patient here, and then he can get a good amount of kills with that. But everywhere else is a bit of a stalemate. You do have Blue 4 pushing on TK Llama's building. He will eventually fall. I'm just hoping he's able to pick off another 1 or 2 guys. This OPFOR group still staying over here, not wanting to move in. These 2 guys on picket. This Blue 4 group keeping right here. This Blue 4 group now holding as OPFOR has a massive amount of forces it could potentially counterattack with. And if Blue 4's lucky, they'll get some angles on to immediately pick off. But beyond that, I really don't know what else can happen. You still have 3 tanks on the field, 1 OPFOR, 2 Blue 4. But nothing is really happening. He's got the tandem RPG loaded. It's a weird call. That's usually only like an AT rocket. It's not really good against infantry. Maybe if he hits someone with it, but... I mean, that's literally meant to be a penetrating round that then detonates inside the vehicle and just murks everything. Eldberg getting picked off. I don't think Blue 4 realizes just how outnumbered they are over here. The RPG scope is really, really nice, but has a really big learning curve, which is why a lot of people hate it. Another Blue 4 guy going down. That was the breacher there. You're hearing and you're seeing that PP-2000 going to work. That submachine gun in urban environments like these is amazing, especially if you give it its larger magazines. Like the PP-2000 has 44-round mags, the MPX has 40-round mags. That thing can go to work if you let it. And I mean, especially the MP7, it's 5.7. It's literally slightly bigger than 5.56 rifles, you know? It packs a punch. But the fire rate of that PP-2000, mwah. Oh. Yeah, so Rigel showing off why he's one of the better players here. Micus had cover. Rigel was in the open and he didn't even get hit there. All of that went to Micus. Got some smokes being popped right here. I'm not sure if Leiden tried to put an RPG out there, but now the tank is freaking out. But yeah, this Blue 4 group's down to 4 dudes, and some of them have already started pulling back. Looking over at this compound right here, you got TK Llama laying low. And Blue 4 is being slow to breach this building. They might not even think TK Llama's there, in all honesty. Oh, you're right. 5.7 by 28 instead of 5.56 by 45. Sorry, you're right. I misspoke there. You are absolutely right. I forgot about the second dimension. Nordic here has the best weapon for CQC breaching here, though, with that freaking squad automatic weapon. I think Burn is the guy that put the 20K on Blue 4. Leiden finally got knocked out before he got that last RPG round up. His number went. His number was up. So I wonder if TK Llama can hear them coming, too. Wait for it. It's that slow methodical breach, and yet you hear that super loud Abrams engine again. All right, TK Llama, I know you're good, buddy. Show me how good you are. I don't think he's gonna get the second guy, though. That saw is gonna be too much. Oh! Overcommitted with the saw! You... What? What? He just got killed by a handgun! He just got killed by a handgun outside! Oh! Oh my god! Welcome to OFCRA, where everything just doesn't make sense when we want it to be. Oh. This has been a certified 9mm moment. Oh my god. OFCRA just had a Vic blow up back here. I don't even know what killed that. It might have been one of the Abrams. Oh, it was the Abrams sniping it from afar. That's brilliant. Meanwhile, Blue 4 is down to 3 guys. I assume Rigel finally got taken out by a large OFCRA group that pushed him. You've got Leiden, who woke up and he's pulling back on his own, because it looks like the rest of his team died except for Ferrari, who's the medic, but he picked up the SVD from his buddy. I'm struggling to see how Blue 4 can bounce back here, admittedly. Blue 4 need to fully rally their remaining forces here. Sorry, snuck in a yawn there. And OFCRA, they still got that 2-man picket team. They need to wait for this Blue 4 force to come up and reinforce, then maybe they can push, but time-wise, we're like halfway through, and there's still a lot of objectives to do. I don't know, guys. Got a lot of people shooting out buildings. This is just showing that Blue 4 is pretty paranoid over this whole situation. Whew. So the second objective is the hotel. I'd assume this force is going to come up and take it. And then this force is trying to go for the square position. I wonder, sorry to yawn again, if this group is now going to potentially come up and be offensive, but I mean, these guys are all mounting up as well to reposition. Probably to pull closer, these forces are all going to remount and do something similar. Which means that this is the front line here, but I mean, it's a lot of OFCRA really close together pushing this poor Blue 4 position. And you're just down to these 3 dudes here. Oh dear. Got that SMA out. He's gonna backblast himself. Will it cook off though?
Did Nubash just RPG that poor man? No! Dashkin just put an RPG in the dude! Oh! That was brutal! I've been seeing that a lot more recently, especially in FNF. People just noob tube each other, but good God. I mean, if you have it out, that's 50 Shades of not okay. Oh, the brutality. Got the SVD now trying to pick off infantry. This MRAP's pushed up. It is now trying to suppress. Is it a war crime? Nah, it's just a defense. It's just a top-tier strategy. It's just what an insurgent would do. Ooh, Layden coming back with another RPG. Is he gonna get the cook-off? Is this gonna be his 3rd MRAP kill this evening? Did someone just... Adamek just failed the saw shot. Oh. Layden, come on, finish it. It's our AT boy, Layden. Oh my God. I think he actually missed right there, unfortunately, but just all of this RPG fire everywhere. Oh, this is brutal. Now you got Blue 4 trying to come up here. I mean, Blue 4 is just losing all their transport Vics, which means they're going to have to do the rest of this all on foot. I think the AO is going to end here. I think this group's going to push up. They're going to do some they're going to dish out some casualties to OFCRA, sure. You just saw one dished out right there, but they're going to die. And then this other half's going to come in, and they're going to die as well. I think that's going to be it. Unless we see Blue 4 really turn this around, I don't see how Blue 4 can really bounce this one back, because they're just defeating themselves in detail here. They're only sending smaller groups in, and OFCRA is just tearing them apart.
Oh, that dude's poor head just got blown off. That dude just got blown away. Now these OFCRA guys are confused. Oh, the trades. The trades. Adam wakes back up, but this guy's busy bandaging. He gets headshotted, and then his buddy gets double tapped. That's why you have to finish the fight before you do medical. Otherwise, that's just gonna happen to you. We need a grenade thrown. Someone throw a damn grenade. That's a smoke grenade. Try a frag grenade, but I appreciate the spirit. There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah, that one's gonna do some damage. Oh. Maybe that one too? Does some more hits there. He's not able to get his in time, but someone pushed at the wrong moment. He saw it last second too and tried to pull away. Oh, mistakes were made. I'm telling you, Blue 4 is going to do some good damage here, but Op 4 is going to stay true here. I'm really curious to see how these tanks are going to play out, but at this point, Blue 4 is not going to have the infantry to properly cover them. It's going to be too CQC-esque for them to be utilized effectively, and they're just going to get picked off by RPGs. Adamek just got knocked out by some sort of grenade. I think Zeron woke back up and was able to dish that out. This is just the mess that is urban CQC. Oh, let's make it a big one. And there's the hydrate. Got a grenade going off. Yeah, these are way wide. I don't know why Op 4 is doing that. Maybe because they're freaking out over where Blue 4 might be. Oh, this is going to be long and brutal. We're down to about 43, 45 minutes remaining. Pan trying to pull back. He takes suppressive fire from the saw. You hear that tank coming up. That Abrams can come down Main Street and potentially assist, but not a lot to work with here. That's okay, Burn. Just keep watching. You'll eventually get the points back. Yeah, so both of these guys are medics. Zeron's trying to go from the front. He is crippled, though. Oh, bad time to look away, Saucepan. Grenade gets thrown. Little far. Another grenade gets chopped. Yeah, he gets taken out by... Oh, my God! Huh! They're really trying with that noob tube, are they? And you got the tank now firing down all the way over here. Oh. Another grenade is thrown. That blows up in Al's face. Another one gets thrown. He takes 2 marksman shots from Epic. A third one and a fourth. Oh my God. Now Maddie can work on Adamek without being molested here, unless Blue 4 pushes in more, but what is there left to push? The T-90 coming around the rear. It's going to try to maraud on Blue 4's back line. Very risky to do, and they're going to probably play that asset overcautiously. What the hell is Sky Online doing all the way out here? What you doing over here, son? Oh, but good God. I mean, you just have Blue 4 down to these groups. We might see these guys come in to reinforce last second. Op 4, they do have a pretty big garrison here. They got additional forces. They can push it on flanks, though. I don't know, guys. It could still bounce back. It could definitely still bounce back. Do I think it is? At this rate, I don't. I honestly don't. And they still haven't sent forces over to capture the hotel because these Op 4 guys have been interdicting the hotel. And I think this is a placed asset as well. This is just that really large building from Cold War Assault. Epic trying to find angles to pick more people off. Got some hits there. You can see the blood splatter. I'm not painting it early, because you never know. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. Heavy urban fighting would normally be 7 to 10 attackers to 1 defender. Yeah, because how brutal it can be. Ooh, not a bad grenade throw there. It's at the spots where he was sighting contact, so that's not a bad call. Yeah, Settler and Ilbenek. I mean, they are two of the best here. That is for certain. So we're just going to have another standoff here as Blue 4, I think, is going to attempt to regroup their forces. Wow! Are now getting a lucky headshot pick off with his saw and actually managed to take out its Epic. Very lucky headshot. You know he wasn't going for that too. He just started suppressing the shit out of that building. Oh. The tanks are going at it. The T-90 took a hit. The driver's unconscious. Oh, but the other tank's also shown up, and that's the T-90 down. Abrams has taken a little bit of damage. Its gunner is down. The gunner of the T-90 is still shooting. How did they figure out the tank was behind them? The gunner's still going. He might be dead now, though. Yep. Templar has also died in the gunner seat. That's nice, but I'm going to be honest, the tanks aren't going to... That's not going to change. Abe's going to need medical as the gunner, but I don't see the tanks winning this fight on their own. It's too urban. OFCRA has utilized a lot of their RPGs, but they've also taken the SMAs. Story of your average T-90, useless as it ever was. Yeah, just look at how they've been doing in Ukraine. Oof. Black smoke being thrown behind these guys. That's a hint, though, because Blue 4 kits don't have black smoke. That is an RDG smoke grenade, which you would only usually find on OPFOR and some Green 4 kits here. So these guys are just running around. They're trying to see if there's anyone else around here. That other Blue 4 group's a little too far back for them to properly see. They're just waving things off. Hearing some more machine gun fire. That might have just been some red on red up here. It happens. Everyone's jumpy on the defense line. What? What just took you? Oh, no. Okay. So they pulled him out, and now they're just firing to double tap the tank, which I think I already confirmed is dead. It was a decent strategy by the T-90 to try to get on the rear and hunt the Abrams down, but something tipped the Abrams off, and they both turned around and knew exactly where the T-90 was. So either by audio ID or someone doing something they're not supposed to. But either way, I mean, it happens. Yes, the T-90 did snipe a few MRAPs, though. We caught one of those, too. That was quite nice. But I would say the major MRAP killer of the night has been, I'm not even sure if he's still alive. Layden, yep. He disabled one, and he killed two, so technically he's up on 3, but he's been an expert with that RPG today. It kind of reminds me of Iander. But now Blue 4 has to continue to push, and we'll see what they try to push off here. Oh, now they're getting on those rooftops. We got some Blue 4 exposed over here. Let's see what they do. Flip sent you his plan? Flip, I'm assuming, was Blue 4 command, right? Yeah. I could see where he was going with where he's been positioning some of his forces, but it just did not blend well with how OPFOR's been setting up their defensive line, in all honesty. We're about to hit the hour mark for the mission. But yeah, too many Blue 4 groups got ambushed and wiped early on. I think like two got intercepted in their vehicle. One dismounted and immediately got taken out and wiped, so they were able to get a kill. And then it's just been some pretty nasty firefights all around here. So you got these Blue 4 guys getting hit. You got some Op 4 guys down around here. We'll see if this group can coordinate with those other Op 4 groups that come around. They can do really well. But Risbo is still alive, actually. I thought he died a little earlier, but great grenades right on top of Maddie. Wow. Great throw by Risbo. Ooh. Oh. Dude, if your buddies all died over here, you probably don't want to be over here. Sorry to say. That's a machine gun. It needs headshots. You did not just bounce the grenade back to you. No. That's a frickin' throw right there. Oh. Well, those three Op 4 guys are down. Yeah, the chain link did really ricochet those damn bullets, too. That's not to be expected, but ooh. Now you got Nubass up here trying to get some pickoffs. He was the gunner of the MRAP there that got blown up. I think he's trying to pick off people on the rooftops here, which is why these guys have gone prone, and they're leaning left or right.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
But from there, that was Op 4's final group there, so now Blue 4 can go and take the hotel and finally proceed, but now I think it's just going to be slow again for a little while as Blue 4 regroups. Now, if Blue 4 properly regroups with all their forces here, I think they will have a decent chance. The one thing they're really going to be fighting, though, is the clock. These guys will come in and do a flank, and it's... could still see Blue 4 bouncing back, but it needs a lot of coordination very quickly, because if they don't mobilize another 15 minutes, they're not going to have time to move and take the remaining objectives, especially since their MRAPs are gone. And they don't have any transport to really get far. All these objectives are in walking distance, but it's still about, you know, a little under a kilometer from objective to objective, which in its own time is going to take half the remaining 30 minutes to transport to. How do you spell piecemeal? Piecemeal. Alright, looks like Yuru's crashing. I do love this, though. You got some people just sitting in the back waiting for everything to go. Yeah, so Blue 4 submachine guns have been the MP5. Op 4's had the PP2000. Both are 9mm, if I recall correctly. Or the equivalent. But you're just going to see some long-range skirmishing. But again, this favors Op 4 in their setup here. Oh, there's some fence textures in Arma 3 that'll just outright absorb bullets. It's really weird, but it happens. Yeah, so I'd imagine these guys are going to move in, but they need 6 players in there, which thankfully they have 6 to take the hotel. So you got these tanks all stuck back here as well. Someone just fucking bit my toe, but I don't see any spiders. It's funny, though, looking under where my legs rest, because now it's all red from the damn RGB lights of the new computer. Yeah, you know, I haven't really seen the SPG-9s in play at all. I know Op 4 has 2. I guess they're just tucked away waiting for use against the tanks when they're fielded. Balcony mini windows are just for show, yeah, right? Good God. Now you're starting to have this battle line all around the square. It's a waiting game, guys. So what are your thoughts on this, guys? I know Adamek and Ivno, they were in this mission. They're playing Lolo. I'm not sure if he was in, but, I mean, he also plays OFCRA. Bloodwing got sneaky beakies. Oh, my gosh. Sometimes she does try to sneak up on me, and it is quite cute. I mean, speaking of the SPG-9s, here's one now. Found the spider. RPG fired on the building that Blue 4 was pushing up to. Unfortunately, I think it was just a regular round. I don't see a lot of blood either, so it might have detonated on top and not really done anything, which is unfortunate. I'd imagine that was you being you. Mr. 3 MRAP kills. Well, technically 2 kills and disabled. That's his handiwork right there. Op4's objective is basically just to make sure Blue 4 can't capture the objectives, and they're doing that. They got a nice battle line on the area. Blue 4 slow to push in. I do appreciate the security there pulling, though, looking back and forth along this route. But they really do need to get a move on with capturing the next objective, because we are... was it a 5 or 10 minute safe start? I want to say it was a 5-minute safe start. Which means the mission will end at 1:35 for the 90 minutes. But again, if they're not quick here. All right, so looking at Blue 4's remaining forces, we got 2 Abrams escorting the remaining Blue 4 squad in the zone. You've got Flip and Sky Online over here. Sky Online moving up on foot. Maybe he's trying to come into a regroup marker where Flip is, who's the commander, and he does have room to drive him into the AO. But Blue 4 rallying their remaining force on the hotel and then pushing does give them a good chance. 2 tanks, they could make something work, but it is going to be RPG bait for those tanks this close in. Hey, righto, Lolo, can't wait. I just think the premise, and this isn't me being critical of anything. Personally, I loved watching this today. I thought this was a really cool look at some really awesome ambushes Op4 made. A really good reminder of Blue 4, or really anyone, of you cannot divide your forces too heavily when you're the attacker in an urban scenario like this, because you will just get divided and conquered. But the premise of this type of op, I think, is a little too foreign for what OFCRA is usually handling. Because OFCRA will usually divide their forces in an attack vector like this, and just try to probe so many different routes here. So making the objective this linear convoy route, I don't think was entirely fair based off of how we would know OFCRA to execute the objectives. Because, you know, every community that plays, they have a certain way of doing things. In OFCRA, the commanders have at least shown that they'll move things around. You know, they'll just kind of stick things at different angles just to see what works. But unfortunately, if that stuff gets countered, then you lose the number advantage you might have started with, and then it's just, you're always on the back foot for the rest of the op. I see it. God damn it. Hi, Vix. How you doing? More RPGs going up into these buildings. Thankfully, not all of them can be destroyed, so it's not going to kill everyone. But you do see some people getting picked off here. Vix, you like Fallujah? Because this has been an equatorial hell for the U.S. Marine Corps on Blue 4 trying to win this one. Now, there's some Abrams, though, but, well, they took out a T-90, but beyond that, one of them sniped an empty Vodnik. I know the Army won Fallujah, but for the sake of this mission, it's the Marine Corps doing it. And they're not really having a good time here. That was a smoke round that's now... I don't think this is how physics... It's my heartbeat right now when Bloodwing, When Bloodwing's mad at Liru because he streams too loud, this is the heartbeat that happens when she finally decides to do something about it. Oh, hotel's being captured again. I guess they left the zone. They gotta have 6 people stay in there to fully capture it. You keep forgetting, what if the turtle wants to die straight? I don't. Anyway. My heartbeat after getting ambushed by not getting a single kill in OFCRA again. Yeah, I feel you, if now. Then it goes to the straight line because you end up dead. Exactly. That's when it despawns. Skill issue, says Adamek. Ay, ay, ay. So some of those marksmen trying to get some pickoffs here on the first floor. The rest of the infantry just staying low. Hotel's officially been captured. And again, this is where the tanks are going to start running into issues because some of this stuff is roadblocked. But hey, that also gives them a little bit of cover to start shooting at stuff. Oh yeah, this map is incredibly rough if you try to split up because it's literally an urban TQC hellhole. So here's the next objective, the square. I don't really see anything square about this. Seems a little more circular to me, but I guess that's just my 2 cents. Oh dear. So you got one of the Abrams coming up, the second one on its rear. They're just firing the machine gun up this route. I don't know if they spotted someone trying to cross or something, but they got the SPG-9 car ready to go back here as well. Both of them are here. So we might see some OPFOR mount up in them and try to do a flank around. But this is where the final fight's going to be, in my opinion. If OPFOR loses this one, I think Blue 4 still has enough time to break through and capture the remaining objectives. If Blue 4 is repelled, it ends here. Oh, man. One of the OPFOR guys just got picked the fuck off. I'm not sure his battle buddy noticed. If these tanks can get in a good position to assist and just start blasting away at OPFOR's defensive positions, I think Blue 4 could bounce back. But we have to see it. Is that a frag you just threw? Huh. Probably a misthrow, or they thought they were a lot closer than they actually were. Now, I do gotta appreciate Blue 4 right now. They are sending some forces around to flank on the eastern side, but that clock is still ticking. And Blue 4 cannot afford to have these large outmaneuverings at this level. The one good thing it could do, though, is it could put guys right on the objective, and that's going to cause all of OPFOR to panic and pull back on the defensive lines to cover that one position. And that could potentially then let Blue 4 break through and then sandwich whatever remains, as long as that garrison sent to take that objective holds, which it probably won't. It'll get overwhelmed at this point, but that'll allow Blue 4 to get some breathing room to push up. But with all these objectives still remaining, 3 more total, 2 minutes to capture each. Blue 4 needs 6 guys in the zone to capture it in that 2 minutes trek. I don't know, guys. It's slow. We're just going to have to wait for Blue 4 to finish this maneuver. Hopefully they don't stop it short. And we'll just have to see how they adjust from there. You hear those Abrams coaxes firing. That would be 762 by 51 NATO, if I recall correctly. And I did hydrate, don't you worry. I did, Vix. Don't worry. We got Patriotic here trying to put some marksman shots as Blue 4 continues to push up. They are getting stalled though. You see some blood splatter indicating they got hit here and there. Uber Vix. And I think another really big advantage to OFCRA has been they've been able to get up on these high areas. You see they are starting to take fire though, but another distinct advantage Blue 4 has suffered from, OFCRA has had, is OFCRA have 10-round SVDs, which are 7.62x5.4, compared to Blue 4 who have the M24, which is 7.62x5.1, but the main difference is the SVD is semi-auto with a 10-round magazine, and the M24 is either a 5 or 10 round, depending on the magazine that's loaded with it. It's bolt action though. So you have to make that first shot count, but by the time you're firing your second shot, the SVD guy's already put like 3 or 4 bullets into your face. Now combine that with the ability in OFCRA to get on the rooftop of any building, and the marksmen, I think, have been having a field day in this mission. I think Blue 4 getting something like a Mark 11 would have been a little bit better, or an M14, because they could have done 10-round magazines with those as well to even them out. But that long-range capacity needed to be a bit better for Blue 4. Now you got OFCRA's line here. They're repelling that. They are taking some casualties, though. You got another force coming in to get close. So this force is going to keep them pinned, while this force then cuts it close to eliminate this garrison. I do appreciate the mid-game level flanks, though. You also have the tank pushing up with them. And it might be able to find a good spot to start shelling this building with its rounds. Ooh, another tank fired. That's because there's 2 chuckleheads here that have an AT-4 and a Dream. Are they gonna try to snipe the Abrams with a stolen AT-4? Oh my god. Ilvanek. If he dies, he's just gonna come upstairs here. So that's that script in action. Yeah, at this range, and the fact that the Abrams is angled to have its front towards the AT-4, even with Arma, Logic, and Ace Cook-Off, I don't think that AT-4 is going to do much. It's going to probably tickle it. I need something heavier like an RPG with those tandem warheads, you know, those really long penetrator caps you saw. That will do damage to an Abrams. Fire coming in on the flanks here. Jiwi not checking his angle, but these guys are busy medicing, so he doesn't see those guys. That's the Saiga fire, and I think he just got a drop with it, actually. No, he did not. That body was already there. What a shame. The best freaking grenade throw you could have made there. Holy shit, Ash. Fucking mince. Wow. This is why I love grenades, because you never know when just lobbing one out there will get you the kill. That was a beautiful throw. Absolutely beautiful. So you've got a smoke push coming up here. 2 squads of Blue 4 trying to push in on OFCRA's garrison line here. Got a wounded guy getting pulled back. And OFCRA's dealing with their own wounded here. Oh, and there's a tank round going through this building. That's making these OFCRA quickly get out. SPG-9 is set up right here, but he is super exposed. Could get picked off by any one of these infantry. He needs to be careful. Now you can hear those 2 Abrams coming around, which means they didn't get that AT-4 up in time. SPG-9 was just fired. Minimal damage. AT-4 being fired into this building as well. Again, minimal damage. That's another hydrate, I see it. That, I think, was a small round going into this building over here, but OFCRA's already been funneling their dudes out of it. Oh, one of the AT guys immediately taken out by that coax. And there's that building going up because the SPG-9 was finally taken out. That sounded like an AT-4 launch. OFCRA's feeling the pressure here as now they're starting to pull away from their original defense lines. Oh, this is getting messy. Time-wise, though, I think OFCRA's golden at this point. 2 minutes per zone, 3 zones remaining for 6 people, and Blue 4 still stuck just before the square. And they don't really have the vehicle support to rush through. And they need 6, which means a tank crew can't do it on their own. They'd have to use both. I think this is a GG at this point. But Blue 4 is definitely not showing it. 20 minutes remaining. Okay, there's the official call right there. So it was an 8-minute safe start. If Blue 4 can get to the square with a northern force, I think they have a chance. If they can bypass the main OFCRA garrison. Because the number advantage is starting to get off of OFCRA's favor. Because Blue 4 are now using heavy ordnance to take out buildings that OFCRA is in. And they're causing a significant chunk of damage. Also, the audio of those tanks is incredibly loud when they move, but that might make OFCRA think they're closer than they actually are. So they'll try to pull out AT, but it won't be doing much. That's another truck randomly cooking off over here. Because if the AT-4 is pulled out too early, then they're just going to get picked off by the infantry escort. Because you're slower when you have an AT launcher out. Now you got that Blue 4 group continuing to flank around. This OFCRA group, that's the main one that's going to be cut off. Looking back over here, you got a Blue 4 guy down right here. AT hitting this MRAP. And that is one of the few remaining MRAPs Blue 4 had taken out. So even if Blue 4 wins this fight, I'm not sure they'll be able to get to the remaining objectives in time. And of course, it was Layden that did it. So that's the 4th MRAP he has disabled. And 30's technically destroyed. All right, let me rephrase that. So he's now disabled 1 MRAP and destroyed 3. He's at 4. Small rounds coming in on this building. OFCRA desperately trying to hold this area, but they're starting to get taken out everywhere here as they're adjusting around. Blue 4's got their mojo back, but will they have enough time to take these objectives? Because OFCRA does not have any rear guard. If they're broken here, Blue 4 should be able to rush in and take the remaining areas. Getting a bird's eye view here. Trying to suppress who he can as OFCRA's pulling back. The tank now leading. Very risky. Oh, but the RPG cannot find the angle as the Abrams desperately pushes back. What are they doing? Just flew that dude away. Coaxial just literally made a guy do a kickflip. OFCRA have pulled back some of their forces here, and you hear those APFSD rounds tearing through. GL's going on the tank, bro. That's a tank. It ain't gonna give a shit. Callie trying to pick off a few guys over here. Blue 4 turning this around, but we are running out of time. We're down to about 16 minutes. Blue 4 losing a guy. Yep, that's a 50. That's a 50. And that, I believe, is a 7.62x5.1 on the left. And with that 50, they're able to penetrate into those buildings and still pick off infantry. Yeah, it's a 240 on the left. That's exactly it. Yeah, so that's the Coax, which is the 240. They are just laying down so much damn hate on this building because they know OFCRA garrisoned it. There's just so much damn firepower on that tank. It is just one of them. Hi, Dom. Goober, how are you doing? Yeah, 4 MGs. I'm all right. Blue 4 might be able to turn this around because look at all the OFCRA guys back here now. I don't know why OFCRA is such a big group over here. Meanwhile, you got Mike here trying to hold them all off with a breacher shotgun. Oh my god. Oh, he just got him! And then he got by the AK-7. More small rounds coming in. RPG finally going in on that tank, but it's a freaking Abrams. You gotta use that damn... You gotta use the tandem warheads, because if you just piss it off, it's just gonna blow you a high hell, and that's exactly what happened. Oh my god. I feel like that actually happened in Fallujah. Some poor Middle Eastern militia guy just fired an RPG at an Abrams thinking, oh, this'll work. And then the tank just turns and just liquefies the guy and his building. That right there, I think, was just a piece of history we got the pleasure of witnessing, because my freaking god. Oh, I gotta write that one down. That was brutal. Absolutely freaking brutal. OFCRA was winning, but I think Blue 4 might turn this around. The only way OFCRA could still win is the time, but these tanks are just tearing things apart. They're just coming in here unchallenged. But Blue 4 still need to get 6 members in the AO, which means they're gonna have to clear this area and then rush the final, take the final objectives. OFCRA rushing some of their infantry back as well. You gotta remember, if OFCRA gets fully wiped, Blue 4 wins by default. It's a reload war! Staring at each other. Dorito now runs out. He's reloading again. Oh my god! Oh! He's a crewman too. He's part of the tank team. RPG, I think, just hit the barricade instead of the Abrams. What is the Abrams doing? It doesn't give a fuck! Oh! I gotta write that one down too. Callie here trying to come around. There's 2 defenders on this objective. Another RPG went to this tank, and once again, it don't give a fuck. Switching your pistol's always faster than reloading. Yeah, right? Let's see, what's it? Oh, it is Warpig! Oh! Joe, did you see that earlier? Or did you guess? Because RHS will add random names to the tank barrel. Because this other one's Hot Rod. Bro! You guessed? Bro! That's awesome! But if you guessed, why'd you pick OFCRA then? Because OFCRA's gotten turned around upside down here. There's another hydrate, I see it. Oh. Is it even fair? I mean, OFCRA looks like it would look like they were winning for most of this. And then Blue 4 decided to send in their Abrams. These poor militiamen. There's the square being taken. OFCRA had 2 SPG-9, whatchamacallits, Helixes. They also had a T-90. Ooh, that's SMA. Blew him away. Of course, it's freaking Layden. Layden stole a SMA. He's up to, 5 kills. He's trying to reload it. They gotta hit him in the engine. The last 15 minutes have just been American freedom left, right, and center. Now the question is, can Blue 4 rush out to take the other 2 objectives and still win this? OFCRA can't recapture. Woo! But Blue 4 just did the right thing. They regrouped their forces, and they pushed, and they had some really nice tactics going in, and they might have been able to turn this around. And this Abrams really, that's like the 3rd or 4th, I think it's the 4th RPG or SMA round it's taken. And it just do not give a fuck. I mean, you see it in the reactive armor here where it's gotten hit. So that just goes to show 3 of these rounds have hit in places that have just had minimal effects. Because the armored plates have just been eating it. And this tank's still fresh on both sides. Ah. This could be a Blue 4 clutch. And that's the really scary thing, guys. Blue 4 could just take those tanks and capture the remaining sectors. Just aim better, yeah, right? Hit it in the rear where it doesn't have any protection. That would have gotten it. Layden or War Pig. This is literally David versus Goliath at this point. We'll see if he finds the angle. Ezio got picked off up here. OFCRA just needs more AT capability. I'm not sure they have it, though. And now neither side, other than the tanks, have the ability to transport, so you could just see those tanks rush the remaining 2 objectives. I'm not sure if they'll do it, though. Oh, I thought Rizbo was like right on top of Ferrari. I'm about to see a nice CQC fight. Sam, I'm happy you appreciate it, man. Oh god, the tanks are literally just gonna start sniping the buildings at this point. Some black smoke grenades going in. Ferrari might try to close the CQC. Rizbo coming out and around. OFCRA could always pick off some of the remaining AT gunners that Blue 4 has, steal the AT, and then use it. There's the square officially captured. If Blue 4 fully mounts in those tanks and use them as rides, they could get to the remaining objectives. And you also have this Vic right here, which I believe has Command and Sky online. They could rush in as well. Again, they need 6 people to capture the sector, so if the other tank mounts up with the remaining infantry and they get out of here, they could still do it. Woo, Lolo, thanks so much for the 5-month resub, my man. I know you play OFCRA a lot. Thanks for joining us to watch when you couldn't play. Nonetheless, I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this PvP commentary stream. It couldn't go over, so she decides to go around. See, here's the thing. I think they should have... I know each tank has 4 slots. They've got the driver, the gunner, commander, and the loader. So they could theoretically have other people get in, but that might be against the rules. Rizbo getting shot in the back by Ferrari here, but Ferrari just wasn't able to get the headshot. Rizbo turning around, knocking Ferrari to his feet. Or her. I don't know. Oh. Oh. Those top-down headshots, man. They hurt. Yeah, so there's 4 people in the zone right now. Actually, 5. They need 1 more. So the other tank's going to rush in. Technically, these guys could also come down and pick people up with their Vic. But I think Blue 4 might come in for the clutch. They still have 5 minutes, and they have the window. They need 2 minutes in here, then they have to rush right to the train station. This could be a clutch. Oh my god! Oh, Ilvanek, you crazy, crazy bastard. Yeah, so they can stay in. Oh my god. Warpig deciding to have a little Arma moment there and risk the game. That's enough capture time. 2 minutes in this zone, 1 minute transport, 2 minutes in the train accident area. This could still be a clutch. They could still win this. It goes to the 38-minute mark. So actually, there's 3.5 minutes remaining. Maybe a little bit of extra time. We could see this go into overtime, technically. Ilbanek just got a pick off on Sky Online. Ilbanek might be able to stop the clutch here if he gets some well-placed pickoffs and he nullifies Blue 4's ability to capture the zone. It's up to Ilbanek and Settler. They have to pick off some of the infantry outside. If they can get... How many total is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. So they need to kill off 3 people, including finishing off Sky Online. Ilbanek taking fire. Tank now firing as well. Ilbanek's doing a great... Oh, he got him! So if Ilbanek can get flip for flap, they'll stop it. NASA, I think they're trying to take the building out. Blue 4 running on foot. If they find a vehicle, though, it's over. There's the suburbs captured. Flip needs to either get in the Vic and drive or get Sky Online to drive. Oh, this is going to be really close, but Flip needs to get in that Vic and drive. He needs to be the 6th guy. Flip trying to run for the tank. Flip, you have a Humvee there. Take it. Oh, what are you doing? No, he's not going to get there in time. Oh. No. Is the engine dead? Because he was in this Vic, so the only reason he wouldn't take it is if the engine was dead. The clutch is going to slip out of their grasp. He has a long range. He could order that tank to stop. I don't think there's enough time. The only way they're going to win is if the admins call overtime. There is a bonus round. I will be covering it. It's a 30-minute round, and it'll be my first bonus round ever. So, don't worry, guys. We still have some more PvP after this, but... Oh, if Flip, just triple time it. Just triple time it. Put your gun on your back and run. So the tank crews are only... They can, but it's 5 people total. So 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 5. They need a 6th. Flip is that 6th. Oh. It's over. It's over. Because of that miscommunication. How am I gonna word this? And then the last minute clutch, but then they dropped the goddamn ball. Ah. Oh yeah, this is the new thermals. Take what you want about it. It's really eh. Oh my god, hold on. Yeah, they took his vehicle! They took... Why didn't Flip take the vehicle? Why did... It's over. It's over. Why didn't you take your Humvee? You could have taken the Humvee! Are you kidding me? The Humvee! See, I was gonna go, okay, he lost it because the Humvee broke in the firefight, it's fine. No! The two dudes literally took this Humvee and drove up and killed him! Ah. Alright, Don, if you're still here, call it. Just call it up 4-1. Because that was a throw. Do they all just kill each other too? Oh, that's brilliant. Alright, let's get into the damn bonus round. That was funny. Oh. Blue 4, I feel sorry for you guys, because that would have been one of the greatest clutches I'd ever seen, and that got thrown. I'm going to try to stream the bonus round, yes, but I don't know why it's not wrapping up right now. You told him in voice chat, hydrate, yeah. Oh. Settler now on top. Guys, I feel so sorry for what just happened. That was so satisfying to see Blue 4 bounce back, to see those Abrams kick ass as they were meant to. And then Blue 4 just falls over. Oh. Anyway, guys, later tonight we're going to have Pog, and then we're going to try to cover TMTM. That depends if I have enough room in my hard drives. But my God, that was messy. So I'm actually going to stop the recording here and wait to continue.